Hello and welcome. Here's what's coming up on Pride today. Taylor Swift makes Billboard history. We have the latest. Plus, we have new interviews from the hit show Acapulco. And rising pop star Max has given us all the tea on his brand new single. Hey everyone, I'm Ricky Cornish. Thanks for joining me as we take a look at stories making headlines.
I polish up real nice.
Taylor Swift has become the first artist in history to command all 10 of the top spots on the Billboard Hot 100 in a single week. Her new album Midnight sold just over 1.5 million copies in its first week, making it her biggest debut ever. Swifties are celebrating the star's monumental status as she marks 16 years in the music industry. For more on this historic achievement, head to pride.com. And fans of Apple TV Plus's Acapulco are loving season 2. The cast recently chatted with me on the show's queer storylines. Let's take a look. How excited are you to be able to bring that authenticity and that representation to a show like this?
Yeah, I mean, it was so interesting because even though Memo, it's a straight character, he's a person that carries a lot of pride, and he is a guy who is very connected to his quote-unquote feminine side. He grew up surrounded by sisters and whatnot, and
Five sisters.
Five sisters.
Five or
so
four?
I feel like I'm able to bring that element to the character, which in the Latino community is very important because as men we're often taught not to share our emotions and let ourselves feel, not to cry or whatever. It's a character that leads with pride and self-love, which for our community is such an important thing to do to create presence, and also being a plus-size person, and Memo helps me embrace all of that. So I've definitely become more comfortable with my sexuality and my identity as Fernando because I played Memo.
Exactly. That is seriously everything. And by the way, if you two ever need someone to cry with, call me. I will cry whenever y'all want.
Thank you. I appreciate that a lot.
I think it's so wonderful that, like, for example, our castmate Fernando, he's openly gay. And the fact that he can just post something fearless and not caring about what anybody's gonna say or somebody coming after him, I think it's so beautiful. And I have a very special moment with Sarah in season 2. I don't want to give too much away, but it's such an important moment for people that came out during that time in the 80s. And to see where we are today, I think is just monumental. And I'm just excited for people to see that and to feel seen, because I feel like in our culture, Latin culture, we don't really get to see those characters in a positive light. So I'm very excited for everybody to feel seen and to, something relatable.
And finally, pop singer Max just dropped a brand new banger. The star recently caught up with me as he began his fall tour. Here's a look. So it must have been so humbling for you to get back in the studio with Millennium again.
It was, yeah. He just texted me and he said, ready for round 2. And he sent me this song and it was perfect. And I just, when you know, and it just clicked, and I love this song. So I'm so glad that we're putting it out together. It's such an emotional banger. And I feel like that's really what Millennium does best. And I love being a part of that. It goes really hard, but the message and the story is so special, and it's full of life, but it also really hits that emotional, tender, sweet spot in your heart.
But I'm curious as to what are you manifesting? Is there anything you're working on right now that you're hoping comes to fruition sometime soon?
That's a great question. I think that I'm just trying to be present, funny enough. I feel like I've been so grateful to have so many dreams come true and be on this very slow build of a career just going up. And I just feel like I'm manifesting those moments happening in the present and me actually enjoying them rather than seeking happiness through it.
My name is Ricky Cornish. Thanks for joining me on Pride today. Check us out on Advocate Channel, streaming daily on YouTube.